G'day, hi, there. Rewind. G'day, hi, and welcome. All right, so it's 9 o'clock. I'm waiting for the insurance company to open up. It is only 7 degrees out there. I'm not going to even attempt to start my bike, but I'm letting it bask in the sun. I've already checked my tire pressure. My front tire runs low. These little things. It is very chilly out here. Very chilly. And a beautiful Triumph. And there, so you get to see the motorcycle. Now I'm going back inside because it's too darn cold. But anyway, I don't know. I wanted to be on the road for at least 9:30. I got probably about a 200 kilometer round trip, maybe more today. But I got a cold starting a motorcycle. I know you'd rather me be on the bike or around the bike when I'm doing these videos. Maybe yes, maybe no. But I thought it was just a good topic while I got to sit in the sun here and kind of warm up a bit. When you got a bike, like for example, this bike at 15 degrees Celsius, which we have up here, Celsius is really 15 degrees Canadian, but they call it Celsius as well for other people. But anyway, check out my head. The little thing is that when each bike is going to have this thing. My 1948 Harley Davidson, at minus 40, you'd go out there and it was a kickstart only. One kick and the thing would fire up. Didn't matter. It could be 500 degrees out, one kick and it'd fire up. Didn't matter. The bike just could not overheat. I guess all the cast iron and stuff like that, even though the heads were aluminum. It's just this bike would run and run and run. It would never overheat. I've overheated a few air-cooled bikes. My BMW, if it was minus 5, it would start. Minus 6, don't even bother. It just would not start. Just wasn't having it. I mean, it was fine once it was running and warmed up, but it just wasn't having it. And if it was like above plus 30, it would start no problem, but it just really didn't like it being an air-cooled bike. I did overheat that bike, I think, twice. That was my 1972 R60 BMW. My Kawasaki LTD 440, surface of Mars, the thing would fire up. 11 degrees Celsius, good luck trying to get that thing running. It just, you'd sit there, you had to play with the carb just to keep it. It just would not. And if it was really, really humid in the morning, it would just would not. Didn't want to start. But it ran fine in the cold. Like most air-cooled engines, it run fine in the cold. And that LTD 440, I ran that thing with icicles streaming off the headlight. Today it's 7 Celsius. I'm not going to even attempt with the Daytona to get the TT. I'm not going to even attempt to get that thing going right now. I got it sitting in the sun. I checked my tire pressure. My tire tends to go a little bit low. Just little things like that you notice. It's an older bike, right? So it just always goes a couple of pounds low whenever. We got such fluctuation between warm and cold. So it's going to go up to 16 degrees today. The sun is like beautiful warm. It's just that air is so cool. However, the bike likes it once it gets started. Now, the other thing is that with this bike, okay, it's like, okay, at 15 degrees it'll start, but you got to kind of nurse the throttle. Even for fuel injection, it's weird. It could be a plug. I'm going to try to pick up some spark plugs today. I got to pay the other part of my insurance and pick up my plugs. So I've already paid my license plate, which is kind of like an insurance. And then they do it weird here in Quebec. Your plate is part of your insurance, and then it's a tax basically. And then you pay your insurance company, which the insurance company is not so bad, but the plate is quite outrageous. But yeah, at 15 Celsius, the bike will stay running. The coldest I think I've ever started that bike was probably plus 5 in November. And it's fired up no problem, but I had to hold the throttle, and it wasn't liking it at all. It took forever to warm up. And I noticed lately it's been doing that. Now, at 19 degrees, the bike just fires up and runs perfect. But at 15, you got to hold it for about a minute or so, and then it'll stay running by itself. It's weird because with the fuel injection, you don't have you can't choke it or nothing like that. It doesn't work like that. It's supposed to do all the stuff itself, but it just seems like it just does not like that cool weather, which is so weird because the bikes run so nice in the cool weather, and that bike tends to run hot. So you'd think on cold air, with all that cold air, it would just bring it, But yeah, so you got to get to know your bike, and it's just cold starting on a cold morning. So the other thing to keep in mind is cold road. Yesterday I was going to make a bunch of videos. I went out for ride number 11. Today will be ride number 12. I basically, in a nutshell, yesterday I went out for I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, just zipping around there. And I was cold when I got back. I was like, I had my onesie on. I'm like, okay, I'm just a little bit, a couple of raindrops and stuff like that. I know I said I wasn't going to do that anymore. It's like, okay, I did I'm not going to be one of those hardcores that, rides rain or shine or whatever. But you enjoy it, so the other day, 2 days ago, on ride number 10, I did something like 100 miles. Today I'll be probably doing a round trip of about 100 miles or about 160 kilometers, maybe a little more, a little less, give or take. But the thing is that, it's good to know, if you got starting, so when you know when to leave in the morning. The other thing is when it's 7 degrees out there, okay, that road's not going to be very hot. So if you have hard touring tires, keep that in mind that it's going to be a little bit more greasy out there. I usually don't go on the road before 10 o'clock, but today I want to get out there. I want to be out there now, but it's like, okay, well, I'll wait till 9:30 and then I'll assess, and then if it's not warmed up, it's just, I got other things I want to do today. So, the whole thing should take me 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I should have everything done. Depends on how long I got to sit and wait for, at the insurance company or at the Canadian Tire to get the plugs. But hopefully the spark plugs make it easier to start in the cold. But yeah, I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to let it hit at least 10 degrees before I fire it up. Also, too, at 7 degrees, okay, it's going to be about -2 at highway speed. So dress for the weather. It's May 7th today. It's 7 degrees on May 7th, yeah, I'm going to wait till it goes to about 10 degrees, and then I'll start the bike at 10 degrees. It's just, I know I'm going to have to nurse it for a bit. Let it warm up properly. That's the other thing. Let it warm up good. And then you'll notice when you're riding, for the first little bit, like the bike won't hit operational I don't think I hit operational temperature yesterday. Past few rides, it doesn't hit operational temperature till the afternoon, which is about... Now, mind you, since I did my coolant change and my oil change, my bike's running about an average of 6 degrees cooler than average, which is good. Cooler's more power, right? Heat is energy loss. So, but anyway, I'm going to let that warm up. But I thought it would be a neat little topic. I have about 4 or 5 other topics I wanted to do today with the bike, but I'll wait till I get back and then I'll do them then, because I got a lot of stuff to get prepared. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw out this little quick video, just because when I think of it, it's like when I get the brain fart and I think of it, it's like it's probably good to get to know your bike. That way, if you go camping somewhere, let's say you go camping somewhere or you're on a road trip somewhere, and your bike just doesn't start in the morning. Here's what happens: you come out, it's like, wow, my bike runs so good, man. It does this, it does that. And it's like, what's wrong with my bike? Oh my God, what am I going to do? And you keep trying to start, It's like, no, it's like, just shut it off. Don't kill your battery, because everybody goes in panic mode when things don't go to. And again, you have to come to terms that your bike's going to leave you somewhere at some point for some stupid reason. But it's when you panic, and it's like, oh my God, what's it doing? What's it doing? This bike, it starts pretty good normally, but below 15 Celsius, I got to fight with it just to get it started the first time. Then once I run it around, then it's like, okay, it's fine for the rest of the day. But it's just that initial cold. And I noticed too, it takes a little, that bike heats up fast, but it takes a little bit longer before it's up at operational temperature. So, for example, the other day when I left, it was cool. I think it was like 11 or 12 degrees when I left. And I got to the end of the driveway, and the bike wasn't at 41 Celsius. You can go. It's warmed up, ready to go. I saw 3 bikes. I was like, well, it's not quite warmed up yet, but it's got to be pretty close. So I put it in gear. And I was going to chase these bikes. As soon as I let out the clutch, the bike just stalled out. It was like, okay, it's too cold. So, it was like, I waited. As soon as it went to 41, whoa, away it goes. So I guess maybe it's a way the bike protects itself from idiots like me and whatever. And so it's just give it a little bit more time to warm up. The bike's going to enjoy the cool air, but make sure you're got some liners in there, some shirts in there. Make sure you're bundled up good, because again, you lose about 10 degrees of temperature at highway speed, roughly, give or take. Other things consider, if it's cloudy out. The sun is not so bad, but you get out there at 7 Celsius, you're going to be basically, if the clouds, if it's sunny, you're going to be probably okay. But as soon as the clouds come out, even when it's a double, like 15 degrees when the clouds come out, you're cool. You're going to be cool. You're going to be cold. You won't be riding a t-shirt and that for very long. I know you shouldn't be riding in t-shirts anyway, but you get the idea. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I just thought it was a neat little topic. You guys comment down below. Have a great day, eh?